What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another Storytime with AJ. I'm your host, AJ. In this week's episode, I'll tell you why you shouldn't drink scorpion bowls, better known as 6 liquors in a fish bowl, and how to safely transport your friend across the street on a couch. Let's jump into this motherfucker. So, there used to be a spot in college we would drink at. It was like a Hawaiian bar. It was called the Tiki Bar, actually. So this spot had signature drinks, and their signature drink that everybody drank was called a scorpion bowl. And in this scorpion bowl was probably 8 to 12 liquors, like all kinds of different booze, and then like sugar water or whatever the hell they put into it. You know, it's a fucking tropical drink. There might even be umbrellas and fruit in this bitch, but don't get it twisted. This shit would get you drunk. In fact, to be even able to sell these things, they were supposed to be split between 2 people. So you weren't supposed to be able to order one just to yourself. But as luck would have it, we knew the bartender there, and we used to go there all the time and tip heavy. So, you know, they'd serve us 1 or 2 or 3 a night per person. In fact, I had a buddy that lost his truck because of this place, but that's a whole nother story. Sorry, I digress. So my buddy Shields, you might remember him from last episode, the free snowboarding trip. Anyway, him and 2 of our other friends, Andy and Dennis, who are both Chinese, decided to go to this place. So Andy and Dennis are far smaller than Shields and myself, and they opt to only have one. Well, as you might suspect, this doesn't sit well with me. I start calling them pussies, they can't fucking drink, you guys better order another round, we're here for a little while, get comfortable, bitches. So Andy's got stones enough to be like, no, dude, I'm driving. Like, I'm only having one. You're not going to talk me into having more. So, all right, cool. Dennis, on the other hand, he's a little bit more feisty. So he's like, yeah, I'll drink another one. So we order another round. And Dennis makes it through about half of that Kontiki bowl. So I, being the drunk ass I am, decide to finish it for him. Of course, while I'm calling him a pussy and telling him how shitty it is that I have to finish his drink for him. But hey, I didn't pay for it, right? So nothing's happening. This is like a Thursday night. And so we all just head back to my house. So we all hop in the car. Andy's driving. And Andy's been to my house before. Shields has been to my house before. But Dennis has never been to my house. I just recently met Dennis. So he doesn't know where we're going. So the minute we get to my house, Dennis passes the fuck out on my couch. I have like a leather sofa. And left his shoes on. Alright, house prank rules in case anybody needs a refresher is you don't pass out with your shoes on. If you take your shoes off, that means you had the intent to go to sleep and we won't fuck with you. But if you pass out with your shoes on, then that means you had no intention of going to sleep and you just passed the fuck out. Well, guess what? Dennis left his fucking shoes on. So me and the boys are chomping at the bit. He left his fucking shoes on. Get the fucking camera out. Let's start brainstorming. What are we going to do? There's talk of drawing on his face, but whatever. That's old school. There's talk of dressing him up like in a dress, seeing if we can't get a dress over his head because we had like women's clothing left upstairs. Long story, don't ask. Just take note that if you ever meet a stripper that's on ecstasy, to take full advantage. So at the end of the brainstorming, we come up with the genius idea that we want to put him across the street. My house backs up into a major street, and there's houses that are kind of on the other side of the street. And Dennis, not knowing where my fucking house is, would have no idea of where he was at when he woke up. So now we got to plan logistics, right? We have our plan in place, but we need to somehow figure out how we're going to get Dennis off the couch, across the street, get the couch across the street, and again, get Dennis back on the fucking couch. So we come up with a genius plan to roll him off the couch by tipping the couch forward onto a futon mattress, then carrying the couch across the street, and then carrying Dennis with him on the futon across the street, and then plopping him back on the couch. So that's exactly what we proceeded to do. We rolled Dennis off the couch onto the futon, carried the couch across the street, and then picked Dennis up and started carrying him across the street. The problem is everybody gets tired and scared by the time he hits the sidewalk for the street on my side of the street. And there just so happens right at that moment that a police car drives by. So everybody's freaking out. We're just waiting for the cop to turn around and come back. I mean, it looks like we're carrying a fucking dead body across the street. So right after the cop drives by, a fucking semi-truck drives by as well. And we're just all expecting Dennis to fucking wake up at this point. I mean, I couldn't have slept through that shit. I don't care how drunk I am. But nope, not Dennis. He's still fucking asleep. So we finally get him across the street and placed back on the couch. And now we're like bored. So to enhance it, we decided to write a sign and put it over there, honk if you're horny. And we surmised that he would wake up to people honking at him. Because the lights coming from the other way, you would totally see the sign. Nope, not Dennis. He made us wait until fucking 5 in the morning. So finally this motherfucker wakes up, looks around, can't figure out where the fuck he is. We're all giggling like schoolgirls across the street in my backyard hiding. And what does he proceed to do on this major road? Get up, unzip, whip out his dick, and take a piss on the side of the road. At which point we fucking lost it and then had to drag the course, the couch, and everything back over before we went snowboarding. Yeah, with no sleep we went snowboarding. Man, I miss being young. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I wanted to give a big thank you out to everybody that supports these videos, hits likes, comments, even the negative comments. I think they're hilarious. Again, thanks to GTA Man. Hopefully he's enjoying his new house, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.